Yes, indeed. Welcome to yet another podcast. Na hii sijui tunafungua aje. Tunaanza na 390 and 366. These are the numbers tunafungua nazo. The big 24. That's the gap difference. The big 24. How do I put it for the viewers? The big 24, for those who are familiar, this is Mamba numbers. That's the gap between championship leader Lando Norris and championship contender, I'm a former leader, Oscar Piastri. The championship leader who has just gotten impeached. And 24 points is quite a healthy gap for Lando Norris because it was 1 point at 1 point. Anyway, I'm your boy Ace, the trouble man himself. Welcome to the Pitbull Discussions. And I'm joined here by your co-host. To my right,
done. Simply done.
Just done. Yeah. And that's how it's done. To the left,
Mashiri the stat man.
Now, so how tunaifunguaje? Please help me out here. How do we open it? Tunaifunguaje?
Hey, the gap right now is 24 points, yeah? That's a full race. And after Mexico, how many?
It's a full race. 25 points.
Yeah, minus 1 point.
You know, it was 1 point at 1 point.
Yeah. Tupe say applause yake. Rai mama.
I'm in my element.
Make sure to meirudia.
Usiseme tena.
Just don't point it.
Ushasema twice.
Just don't point it.
Okay.
At 1 point in the show.
Yeah, so after Mexico, Lando took lead by a point, yeah?
Yeah.
And Brazil, the tables have completely turned. I don't think it was just Piastri who had a bad weekend or a weekend to forget. Ferrari also had a shitty weekend.
But was it their fault?
With the Ferraris?
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
Can we like say Ferrari messed up for that one?
I have a personal problem.
Those stars were not aligned.
Who told them to qualify there?
I have a personal problem. Did you guys see post-race the socials? Guys were talking about how Charles Leclerc had positioned himself when it happened. Because Charles was the one who was taken out by that car incident.
Yep.
And Lewis was already going through whatever he was going through. But Charles Leclerc in particular was on for podium, maybe possibly a podium finish. And when you see the incident, when you recap the incident again, I actually took note of it from the socials now when I was watching everything. And the guys were like, Charles knew, because you see how he positioned his car when getting into that apex, he knew to stay away from stay away from the bullshit. And they still found a way of wiping him out. Okay, as a start one, objectively looking, who was at fault?
There. It was Piastri.
Really?
Yeah.
Money has been poured.
No, wait. What's that famous quote tunatumianga every time when there's like an issue with gaps? That famous quote we always use.
Okay, are you guys saying that Kimi should have left him enough space?
I mean,
is that the argument here?
Yes.
Piastri was on the inside. He deserved more space than he was left by Kimi. Is that the argument?
Yes.
Listen, I've always been harsh with Taliban Antonelli.
Really?
Yeah, I've always been.
No, it's only this time.
Okay.
No, hey. It actually started, I think, Zandvoort.
Ever since that incident. You know, the first time it didn't affect us. It affected the McLarens again early in the season. And then when it affected us.
Brother has a thing for
Taliban Ujamaa, this guy, Kimikaze.
For the Ferrari.
Do you remember what...
And he's Italian.
Do you remember what Piastri did to him in
That's
Miami?
my seat.
What Piastri did to Kimi in Miami?
Yeah, turn one.
Yeah, turn one.
Yeah, he was mad.
Then why is it
Are you trying to say Kimi learned through fire, trial by fire? Really trial by fire.
Hey, listen, me, I'm happy so long as I want the best possible scenario for Max, and that means the worst possible case for the McLarens. If and at the same time, if Kimi is taking revenge on Miami, so be it. I know there was space on the right.
There was a lot of space. Yeah.
But here, me, I'm just purely biased.
It's Piastri's fault.
The corner was his. He had the right to do whatever he wanted with the corner.
You see, the thing about that corner is it tilts. Yeah. So it's not just a downhill like this. It tilts towards the inside. So the racing line is you're on the far right, just as Charles was. And then you turn
dive
back
down.
in. Yes. Now, Personally, I'd classify it as a racing incident.
Okay.
Okay?
Since it's a lap one, Ama?
No, just a racing incident.
Oh, was it?
Based on the scenarios and the variables that were in play.
Yes.
Okay.
I honestly believe Piastri, if Antonelli wouldn't have turned into Piastri, Piastri would have made that corner.
Yeah.
The only reason why Piastri had to slam on the brakes is because he saw he was going to T-bone Antonelli.
Yeah.
And Antonelli left enough space for Charles on that side. I'm pretty sure if Antonelli was like, okay, Piastri is coming in, Charles is on that side, let me just maintain my line, I give Piastri enough space, we would have seen probably a 3 wide, but maybe Charles would have gone wide. Because again, it's not a left hand and then it's straight. It's a left hand and then it turns a little bit going back. So the only way Charles would have made that corner, keeping all 4 wheels within track, is if Antonelli again would squeeze into Piastri and again they would hit each other. But because Antonelli left so much room on the right side and he closed the door on Piastri, who I'm pretty sure was going to make that corner, Piastri just had to slam the brakes.
I'm sorry.
Do you know why Kimi left
Bringing
that
some
much
context
space?
back into this, who was ahead by the time they were getting to the apex of that turn? Between the three.
I think it
okay,
was.
we know
I think it
Piastri was behind.
Charles. I think it was Charles.
Charles was way ahead. Huko. Because you've talked about a bank.
Yes.
Sindio?
Yeah.
And we are getting to the apex. Yeah? If Charles is ahead, it doesn't matter if he's ahead. Because of the distance he has to cover, Kim will be ahead of him.
But you see, the thing with that argument of this argument, who was ahead at the apex, corners have different profiles.
Yeah.
This specific one, you just can't draw a line and say, if your front axle is here, then you're the first one.
You can't.
Yeah, it's a really weird corner. I'd say all 3 of them had a right to that corner, but Piastri Antonelli slammed the door, closed the door.
The reason I've asked that question specifically...
What if you come to the rules?
The reason I've asked that question specifically is because you said Kimi was in a position whereby I'm looking at Charles to my right, Ama he's giving Charles space. And like I said, a few statements back, Charles was avoiding them or something like that. So what is the scenario here? Was Kimi paying attention to Charles or was Kimi paying attention to the Piastri defense? Because Kimi... It could be argued Kimi was trying to defend the track position from Oscar Piastri because Oscar was hunting him down and Oscar could have gotten that track position if the enough room was allowed.
Well, the racing line, and again we're overanalyzing this. The racing line now from the hot lap that I did, you transition from where Charles was, so you attack the corner from the top, okay? And then you turn in. You don't maintain the same corner radius because that corner is a bit tight. And you need to open up for the next corner, which is the next right-hander. So Antonelli was actually preparing for the next corner.
Yeah.
If he still maintained that position or the gap to Charles, taking that corner, there was no way Charles was going to make the next corner. Charles would have gone wide. And if Piastri was there and Antonelli left him space, Piastri would have probably taken Antonelli.
Okay, now that's where the rules come in. Like in terms of, let's say on the outside side, if Kimi went wide, we would have said he pushed Charles wide and he didn't leave him enough space.
Yep.
On the inside also, I'm sure Piastri's fans would say there was no space left in the inside. So the question comes to who owns the corner, who gets to do whatever they want, who gets to push the other one out, that I own this corner, I can take it however I want
Without
it.
consequences.
Yes. So that is where the whole thing is. Who had that, in that scenario?
But I mean, Oscar did get the penalty because Oscar was kind of aggressive with it. So probably to the stewards, Oscar could have held out a bit. And now, which brings me to the transition. Is Oscar... We talked about it also on the previous pod. Is Oscar losing it? Because we know...
Pressure.
But wait, I know why Kimi left that much space. You're still feeling guilty about Zandvoort.
And he was trying to avoid Leclerc. He was trying to avoid Leclerc and he still got to him.
I can't hit this guy twice, but still managed to do it.
Yeah, he still managed to do it. But like I was saying, we were talking about we were transitioning into the Piastri pressure getting worse because the biggest benefactor of that whole scenario, that whole incident, was none other than championship leader Lando Norris.
Yeah.
He was the biggest benefactor of that. I'm
Sure,
sure
he was smiling.
I'm sure when he was hearing on radio at the 10-second penalty for Oscar, he was like, and everything was all Gucci for him.
Yeah.
It was all Gucci for him. But we also have to look at it from Oscar Piastri's camp, Oscar Piastri's POV. Mm-hmm. And what is going through Oscar's head right now? Because I'm observing socials and I'm trying to see hints because, speculations, I reach a lot. Mm. And he seems nonchalant, he's still chill and everything. While Lando is celebrating 50th one race and everything. But is Oscar really, is the pressure really coming down on him the way we believe it's coming down on him? Are we in a position?
He looks like it's nothing.
Yeah, it looks like he's already I'm agreeing with everything that's happening.
Definitely something. Come on, it's definitely something. I think he said that the directive was given at Monza to swap positions with Norris. It bugged him from that race, and I think this is the first time.
He said it.
Yes, I think this is the first time where he's openly saying.
There's a quote.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's the first time where he's actually saying after the Brazil GP that directive shook him a little bit. Yeah. As in he
shook his confidence or him?
No, as in he never understood what the hell is going on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of course, pressure is a thing. If you're the one who's being chased, everyone is mounting pressure on you. Yeah. Especially when you are getting into a couple of tracks where the person who's chasing you seems to have gotten his shit in order after the summer break. And after each race, you crash at Baku, you're out. You're like, I haven't scored any points. You see him, he's just taking. After race weekend, he's just closing that gap. Now it gets to a point where, and I think we said this in the last pod, you overdrive or you try to try and invent new ways of going faster. And
he was supposed to be given some tools.
Those tools?
Yeah. Did the tools not work in Brazil?
Apparently not. And I'm sorry.
When mtetezi wa?
Me nimtoa Piastri by the way. I really wanted. Underline wanted this championship to go Piastri's way. But I think after Brazil, I think it's a done deal. It's Lando's.
Is it like he? Because from the last pod, it was like he needs to find new ways of driving the car.
Yeah.
And is it like is he still finding new ways to drive the car? Because those are the problems that Lando had kitambo. Mm-hmm. Like he's not feeling the car. But it seems that now those problems are the ones Piastri has. Yeah. So is it like if this guy already has it and me, I'm still trying to figure it out, ikitu imeenda.
Hey, it is what it is. Now, Oscar Piastri, 3 races left. Is there sprint in between Mali hapo?
Yeah, Qatar.
Is there a way in for him hapa?
Maybe
because
maybe
qualifying, he's not out qualifying Lando. And that's the big one. Qualifying. He needs to first out qualify Lando.
That from practice. We said kitu inaanza practice 1.
FP1.
Leave qualifying. Like after practice 1, like between Lando and Piastri is ahead, it should bother it should bother them.
Now I think Brazil had the closest top 10 in the qualifying grid,
Yeah, it was really close.
It was really close. Yeah. Now, well, okay, we've talked about Lando benefiting the most, but Lando wasn't the only person who was smiling because of having a good race. We had another guy who was having a masterclass.
Hey, but something about Lando, like he's starting.
Sasa tunaenda huko then unanirudisha kwa Lando. Sema.
There's this thing like I usually, and I've given this analogy before, but before that, the 150 start is going to happen in Las Vegas.
Yeah, in Vegas.
Yeah, and he'll become like the guy with the most race starts in a McLaren.
Over guys like Akina, Hamilton alika for how long? Back then, how many races did they have? 18? 24?
Lando 20. At Las Vegas, he'll be the driver who has had the most race starts for McLaren.
That's interesting because we've seen drivers who race McLaren.
But now we have more races.
Yeah. That's another factor.
Yeah, we have more races. So, but Ameka 7 years. And the driver Ameka, he's like the third driver amekaa in McLaren longest after Mika Hakkinen and David Coulthard.
How long did Mika stay at McLaren?
Mika is 9 years. Coulthard is 10.
Hebu kwanza, let's not forget Mika is the one who predicted this McLaren dominance. Let's
And
never
and
forget
if you go back
guess.
when Mika joined McLaren,
he might have seen something in the factories.
when Mika joined McLaren, they were not that doing well.
Yeah.
And he stayed there with them for development, and then he was rewarded with a double.
98 to 99.
Double championship. Like I sort of see the same thing with Lando. Yeah, because
Don't
7th year.
Don't predict a double championship for Lando.
I don't think next year they're going to win. But I found the Nini a bit interesting. And as I always say, back to my analogy, Piastri is a person who comes after the people have gone, hunted for an antelope,
Na sasa unakuja time ya kupika.
skinned it, cooked it. Wewe umekuja time of serving.
No, we can say time ya
And you
kupika.
want to eat before
We can say
Lando.
time ya kupika.
Grabs
We
an
can say-
entire leg.
Hey, bwana.
But that's kind of the analogy I was also using with Zach Brown. I don't think McLaren would have allowed Piastri.
Nah, that doesn't make sense.
Okay. But hey, if it's possible, in the realm of possible. Anyway, you took the shine away with the stats, which were actually good. You were taking the shine away from Max Verstappen because I was talking about him having a masterclass and a spectacular drive. Although kulikuwa na conditions that supplemented his spectacular drive, like a few crashes and the
He would still have overtaken the Ferraris if they were on the
a
race.
few crashes and the what's this called, the penalty. Vituka hizo, those things, we have to factor them in. But taking nothing away from Max, second day in a row at Brazil, a masterful drive. Pit lane to podium.
You remember, like I told you, like if there was a badge that a race I would hang on my wall for last year, and I told you it was Brazil for the spectacular drive he did.
Last year alone, or like your entire watching career in Formula 1?
Like for the year, like when you reflect back at the year and you like look at the race, that if you were to find a way to hang it on the wall, you to be watching it. And I told you it was Brazil last year. For me, I didn't expect much, but like it looks like even this could be. It has a potential for.
It's
to
up
join.
there.
Yeah.
It's up there.
Yeah, to join the last year's Brazil.
You've mentioned an interesting caveat. Now, you said a race you could hang on the wall. I know this is a segue. This is a side bite. What about you? What's one race that you've watched? You say you can say objectively you could hang on the wall as a Formula 1 supporter.
I'd also say Brazil.
Yeah.
Last year's Brazil. This year's Brazil will have made top.
Yeah.
At the top if he took that position from Kimi.
Or if he took the position from Kimi.
Also, Mexico this year, it was so close. Just so the FIA decided to do their thing.
No, like
So for this year, which one would you put it then?
Brazil.
Still Brazil.
Yes.
okay.
This year, Mexico comes as a close second.
Me, you know what? I'll put Suzuka.
Really?
Because it was
Suzuka, he was killing it from day one.
Yeah, I know, but it was a race where it was a season starting where I didn't expect Red Bull to like perform.
What are you talking about? That's Suzuka, man. We don't play there.
I also have one for this year.
Yeah.
Shanghai Sprint.
Hey, valid.
Shanghai Sprint. It's the only one I got. It's the only one I got. I'm clashing at straws here.
Hey, it's valid.
There are not many choices to pick from.
But the question was all time. Meanza kuleta za. But last year, you know, definitely the one I'm going to pick for last year has to be definitely Monaco. Last year Monaco. Special.
Wait,
yes.
Wait. See, last year Charles won in Monaco and Monza.
Yes. But I'm taking Monaco.
You'll take Monaco
because of everything he has been through. And keeping everybody huko nyuma. This year Monaco, by the way, see, it's the one Lando ndio alikuwa leading the pack and he finished second.
Who?
Yeah,
Lando won.
Nani? Charles finished second.
Yeah.
This year. So this year he
Charles.
also, actually that's the race I'll pick this year. I mean Shanghai, hey, that's a free bite for the Hamilton fans. So yeah, anyway. Now, ngoja. Sasa juu umesema Hamilton fans na tunaongelelea the Ferrari drivers. Tuingie tu hiyo story ya Ferrari tu tuiongelea haraka. Let's talk about it.
Where they were told to shut up.
Sasa. Okay, look at John's perspective here. John is a guy who's found a way to bring Hamilton into the team. Yes? he's found a way to get Hamilton into the team, thinking, they'll work wonders. You get me? And Hamilton comes into the team. Hamilton is clearly struggling. Now, John is also under pressure to, oversee and, try and help the development of 2026, make sure everything is good. I mean, he's not in the factories like with the tiny technical bits, but he's trying to put all the right pieces together. That's his work as a chairman, as a chairperson. And he's tried and brought a team that theoretically on paper should gel well together, because Fred Vasseur is working together with Hamilton, a driver he's worked with during his rookie years. And he's working with Charles Leclerc, a driver he worked with during his rookie year. So these are people he knows really, really well. And he's put them together. He's put them in the same department. And let's see if magic can happen. You get me?
Like, should drivers criticize Ferrari?
I'm getting there. Okay. I'm just building up to it. And we have his vision in his mind. Like, I can kind of see his POV. He's trying to put all the pieces together for success. And then the pieces you brought for success, hata si kunona, they're alluding to you being the problem. You get me? Because like Fred, we've changed everything except one thing. Charles being like, something has to change. I mean, Lewis, not Charles. Lewis being like, something has to change clearly. It's not good enough. You get me? I don't think he wants criticism from his drivers. I think he wants that focusedness flani, that shutting the outside noise na vitu kaizo. And yes, the drivers have to talk. They're obliged to talk and everything like that.
Yeah,
and
they have media obligation.
Yeah, and I'm not saying what Charles or Lewis said was, off. I'm just seeing John's view in how that could rub him off the wrong way. And I think he was also kind of taken out of context when it was published. He said, shut up and drive, something like that. I think it was out of context. I think he was trying to allude the drivers should focus on driving. It wasn't like, shut up and drive. Media like...
Focus on driving.
Yeah, just focus on driving. I don't think it was in a bad way. Again, context is really important in this issue. Because if you saw the interview, hizi ndio vitu nishangaza. If you see the interview, most interviews are geo-locked. Sisi hatuonangi these Sky Sport things here in Kenya. We have to find... Yeah, so, but you see, this one wasn't geo-locked. This one, you see it everywhere, even in Botswana. Not that Botswana have a problem.
So what did he exactly say then? What did he say?
Like exactly? I said, it's the context. Like he was just like, we are trying, we are doing our best and everything. I think for the drivers, they should really focus on driving the car. And the media tablet,
akusema like and focus on car and less
and
on
he was
talking
speaking in Italian. He wasn't like he was trying his best.
Drivers criticize Ferrari?
Yeah, they should. Why not? They are free to say whatever they need to say.
Are they like being ungrateful? Are they not being ungrateful bastards, as he puts it?
Why are you putting words in my mouth?
You are saying like they've been
I'm
brought.
saying John's view. I haven't said my view. Okay. I'm trying to put myself in John's shoes as a chairman, as a chairperson. Okay. I can see what he's done for the team. Like we can't act like he hasn't splashed the cash. I mean the cash is there. We can't say he hasn't splashed and we can't say like Ferrari aren't like like in the racing department they're struggling, because it's only in Formula 1 currently that they're because pale world champions. Pale world champions. So we can't really start saying that he's not trying to help the team by giving them tools for success. He's clearly trying to give them tools for success. So if it's not working, are you trying to tell me John is the one who's going to the garages and tell them, no, so use this strategy. If that was the case, then bash him clean. But that's not what's happening. Things are just not gelling together in there.
I've said what I needed.
And rumors are circulating. We're also looking at a certain guy who was axed from Red Bull. They're saying, the Christian name has been popping up a lot. And personally, will I take him? In a heartbeat. I have said it. As a Ferrari fan, will I take Christian? Hey, listen, off-track matters, those are off-track matters. I'm looking for serial winners. We need serial winners in that sport. People who will find any...
want to move to Italy.
We'll see about that. I mean, I don't want to say it's desperate, but, the Ferrari money is kind of good.
There's also American money, Cadillac money.
It's not like Ferrari money, though.
And Cadillac is coming to
I can guarantee UK. Cadillac money is not Ferrari money.
Okay.
So anyway, so Ferrari had that horror weekend, the double DNF. But
so it wasn't their fault.
fault thing, the blame thing. How do you put, blame?
Like you can't say the DNF or whatever is Ferrari's.
Wasn't Charles's fault. The Hamilton also had flow issues.
I think he went over a wing, isn't it?
He had flow issues.
They bumped, he broke his wing, then he drove around with his wing attached.
Yeah. But, okay, the Hamilton situation is tricky. He's taking to address. I expected more, though. But hopefully next year, 2026,
And for, I don't know, like for Vegas, how do you see them?
I mean, last year we had an okay race.
You were
wasn't Carlos
McLaren.
was it Carlos in the... It was Max, Carlos and Checo. 24, Vegas, the podium finish.
No, it was George,
Vegas.
Carlos. Yes. Carlos.
I know George
who was P3?
Ngoja. How long has Vegas been on the calendar?
It was Russell, Hamilton, Sainz.
Podium.
Yes.
All I remember, Nani took his championship there
Max finished P5.
and won the championship.
We had a bad race on Vegas last year. Yeah.
So
But he
ni
took
gani
the
yenye mlikuwa mmevaa
championship.
white? You guys mlikuwa na white jumpsuits? Because I remember you were in the car, two of you.
That was 23.
Oh, that was 23.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Nilikuwa hapa nimeanza kushangaa kwani which universe was I in? Anyway, so I was saying Ferrari were the only people who had a bad in Brazil. We also had a hometown hero. Do I call him hero? Hometown hero who's been performing really well actually. Gabriel Bortoleto.
He had a stink.
My rookie of the
I
year.
know, na venye alikuwa na a very big banner on the stands. Bortoleto.
And he brought his entire family. Huh?
See, they bring the entire families.
With an entire bus.
But that
Later
crash
watu kutoka
was-
Now watch
Ushago.
me race.
Did you watch
Ushago
from the fans' perspective of that crash? Not the race one.
The sprint qualifying one.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a horrific crash, man.
That was bad. That's what we call a mangle wreck. Hiyo ndo tulikuwa tunaambia muandike English mangle wreck.
That was...
If you
was
watch from the fans' perspective, it's like the heat. The first thing that comes to your mind, no one is getting out of there.
That one, 30 Gs. It was something like 31 Gs or something like that. They had a number for it.
No, it was higher than Max's.
51.
I
Yeah,
think it was 57.
yeah. It was. All I know, it was higher than Max's in Silverstone.
Yeah. Silverstone.
When
Don't bring
when Hamilton.
Hey, don't mention his name.
It was a higher G than that one, by the way.
Wait, it was.
Yeah,
But he had two crashes, so maybe the other one was the 30-something G. Was the 31?
For the rest one was like a Kawida one.
I
was a Kawida
okay,
one.
listen. I sympathize with the situation and hey, look, it's a dangerous sport at the end of the day. Remember that. But I was seeing memes. Unajua me, hey, listen. We have to enjoy entertainment. I was seeing the memes now. They were saying, Ati, Kicksauber mechanics going to see him in the hospital. Now they're not going to see him to give him flowers. Terrible joke. I'm not a terrible joke. They're not going to see him to give him flowers. They're going to see him to bash him because wamempatia kazi. But see, hiyo ni unapewa gari mpya. Those are the type of crashes they give you on your car. Yeah. But hey, people can't help themselves. They had to make fun of the situation. But since I'm shouting out the rookies, and some rookies have been on a spectacular...
Can we do a shout out to the...
since we are doing rookies...
No, the safety people who insist on this crash test and whatever.
Yeah.
We applaud them.
And Toto is not there because...
That was a horrible crash. Yeah. And to come out of it, yes.
He was. And Toto wasn't there because he was against the halo. But continue. Yeah. So still on the shoutouts page, let's give Behrman a shoutout because he's been on a run. He's been on a purple patch of form.
Hey, bro, he's
been on a
whatever
purple
he's
patch of
doing
form.
with Ocon.
Nasema amechukua mop. Whatever Behrman is doing with Ocon, amechukua mop. He's a mop. I need something. Accessories here. Amechukua mop and he's okay. Ocon, this is what I'm going to do to you, Ocon.
It's beyond embarrassing, man.
Is it though?
Yeah. Behrman, as a rookie, Behrman has 40 points. Ocon has 30.
Aye.
It may look like 10, but
since the points they're fighting for, one, two.
They usually score like 1 point,
Getting 2 points is require a lot of effort.
Context is really important in this situation. This 10 points ya McLaren.
First of all, any point you get it in top 10.
Yeah.
First of all, you're not getting it anywhere else.
Whatever Ocon is going through.
He's had a top 5 finish in how many races in a row?
Who, Behrman?
2. Because you had a P4 and you're really glad about the P4.
All I know is that during this Max resurgence, it is happening parallel with Beerman, yeah, because they are there.
So you're saying Beerman to Ferrari 2027 rumors are valid?
Why do they need to wait until 27? Get him there next year, bana.
Hey, I'm not against it.
Next year, let's give.
But Hamilton will bounce back for next year. I'm telling you. Next year.
He what? He'll what?
Bounce back next year.
Next year, by the way, mnachapwa na Williams.
Bruh, unajua kwanza you haven't put your hair in Githeri and eaten it because you said when Hamilton joins Ferrari, you haven't done that yet. I'm still holding you to that.
I did it.
Off camera?
Yeah.
Okay, sawa. Now, since we were talking about Vegas, let's preview Vegas. Now, at the time of this recording, 44. At the time of this recording, Las Vegas is flooding like hell. At the time of this recording, it's Nairobi Part 2.
Wait.
Yeah. At the time of this recording, Las Vegas, crazy things are happening over there.
Like there's rain.
It's crazy. Like
Unexpected
sewers are overflowing. Not sewers, maybe the drainage systems are overflowing. It's not really looking good for Saturday, Sunday.
So is that still the prediction for the Nini?
It's not even about the prediction.
As in weather forecast.
I think it's an infrastructure situation. Not really sure about that.
Oh, it's not like rain.
It is.
Ni pipe imebust mahali ama?
No, it is. There is downpour. But there is like crazy downpour. You see how in Nairobi when downpour happens, parklands ni kubaya. Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah, and issue of drainage kwanza, it's a problem. Remember they almost impaled Carlos with a manhole cover. We haven't forgotten that. We are not forgetting that.
But what I know is that they're working. They race at night because mchana the road has to be used by the public.
Yeah, that's Vegas, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so like for the hours allowed, in case kuna any delays, kuna places they can't pass.
Yeah, and also them racing at night, unajua track temperatures zitakuwa a thing to consider. Na nimeona Pirelli have given a directive. Ama ni the FIA, they've given a directive like a maximum of 28 laps.
Not Vegas. That's Qatar.
That's not Vegas?
Yeah, that's not Vegas. It's Qatar.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I saw a directive like that
it applies for
a maximum
Qatar.
of 28 laps per lap.
That one applies for Qatar.
But yeah, so the
So
Vegas
for this
we're
one,
expecting we watch Formula 1, but we're expecting Hovercraft 1 because you know how these F1 cars are on the wet surfaces, just skidding around. You know how in the bathroom and you're skidding crocs around. So
are we expecting Russell to Dini? Because Russell was asked that he said he thinks there's a race win on the card for Nini, and the place they're eyeing is Vegas.
I mean, Mercedes are historically...
And they won there last year.
Last year they were mighty.
Historically... Nah,
Are they the favorites?
My memory has clicked, yeah. Yeah, definitely Mercedes are the favorites. Definitely.
So, Kimi or Russell?
No, I don't think they're the favorites. Lando is the favorites, but as a team, Mercedes are the favorites.
I don't think McLaren have what it takes.
McLaren, they suffered there.
Yeah.
They didn't
No, I'm saying Lando is a favorite, not McLaren as a whole. To win, like, perform.
We're talking about winning there.
Yeah, Vegas. We're talking about Vegas winning.
Yeah, but Mercedes are the clear favorites because, hey, in the three...
So I'm asking, is it Kimi or Russell favorite?
That's a question you're asking me.
Because Kimi has been doing well.
I do not care.
In the I know you don't want to talk about
Kimi Kazi.
See, Kimi has been finishing ahead of Nini.
Russell.
Yeah, from is it Mexico? He finished ahead.
So Russell got the contract and decided to lay back. Russell got the long-awaited contract and was like, my job is done here.
So there are people who say that Kimi performs well in races outside Europe. So if you like, uko Miami is doing well, Nini kuja Europe, uko Italy, Monza, Nini is doing very bad.
Do you think the stocks invested on him by Toto are finally starting to show?
Going by the theory that he performs well outside Europe.
Yeah, but has he driven around Vegas before? I don't think so.
I mean, Formula 2 last year.
Kimi.
Ama kukuwa na F2.
Last year? I think we only had F1 Academy and Formula 1. And
they didn't have F2 at Vegas?
I don't recall. I don't recall.
Who won last year's F2? Bortoleto? Yeah. It was Bortoleto.
Yeah. I think George might come out on top. because he already has experience around Vegas. And the near non-existent grip requires experience, basically. And you know that's a street circuit. So
More experience is needed.
yeah, more experience is needed. And George has done wonders there. Actually, just looking at last day in isolation,
he won.
That was a commanding victory from Lapon.
So the reason they're saying is Mercedes are able to. The reason why they perform well in cold, they fire up, they heat up their tires quicker.
Their tires, yeah.
And McLaren doesn't. So that's why they're projected to suffer in Vegas.
But I'm also curious about McLaren because this year I can't recall a single track where the McLaren has suffered, even when the temps were really low. I can't recall one track. They've been really quick on all the tracks. I don't expect them to win, but I don't expect them to finish P6, P7, somewhere there.
Podium.
Maybe one of them into the podiums.
What about
But
Max?
I'm really hoping the Ferraris get it. And I will only say this. The Ferraris must say, we need you guys to get in there and take points from the McLaren.
You know we are ahead of Ferrari in championship.
Thanks to Max.
No, thanks to Kimi Antonelli.
No.
And
Thanks
the
to Max.
situation that Kimi put us in.
If Max didn't drive at Brazil, Ferrari would still be ahead.
I mean, if Leclerc didn't DNF at Brazil, there's a possibility he would have been on the podium, and those are very valuable points. Yeah.
So Max's hopes in Las Vegas with the new engine.
Hey, but speaking about the new engine, I'm sorry, I'm digressing again.
No, you're not digressing. That's part of the...
taking us back to McLaren, yeah? You know McLaren, they are shook.
By?
Now Max has a new PU.
Oh yeah, Zach Brown was there.
And they're pretty asking questions. Cost cap. No, it's not about the cost cap. You just want to know if your boy Lando and
Now,
Piastri
we talked about
can do
390...
with a new power unit.
Wait. We talked about 390, 366.
Yeah.
Max is third.
341.
341.
Yep.
What's the gap between Lando and Max? That's 50. 49.
Yeah.
49.
Me,
49.
As from
3
the
races
Max
to go.
camp, from the Max camp, I'm not looking at Lando. I'm looking at Piastri. P2 in that
Listen,
championship.
Piastri,
We want or nothing, man.
Piastri is psychologically out of the picture, if you're being honest. Now, Max, especially now that you put the new PU into play, I've talked about a Lando crash somewhere. I'm not saying he'll crash, but I've talked about it, yeah? Lando crashes, Max wins. That's 41 minus 25.
So down to 16 points.
With a sprint somewhere and 2 races left.
Cooked.
I'm trying to see how this,
Bro, there are a lot of permutations. If you go down
the championship isn't over.
It's not yet over. But for Piastri, it's over.
Piastri's championship is long gone. Listen, we're not even saying this in a disrespectful way. Like the way we are watching, the way I'm watching those races.
Only maybe Abu Dhabi, but Qatar, Vegas, Piastri has no chance.
I'm kind of rooting for that Max championship. I know I don't want him to break the K4 championship mark and the 5 championship in a row. Easy record.
You love sitting on the fence.
Yeah. But no. I say I don't want Lando to win the championship. No. I want Max to win the championship.
To the chest.
I predicted Lando to win it, but I want Max to win it. There's a difference between predicting and wanting. Wants and needs.
Semantics, man.
Yeah, it's just being honest. You get me? But meongelea engine, let me taja 2026 here and there.
Hey bro, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
2026.
We have to mention some things, because there are some 2 teams zimekuwa ziki war of words.
Who that?
Kwanza, not war of words, war of kuuziana uoga. Unajua kuna ile war of kuuziana uoga. The war of selling fear.
I know Starry Boys is
like
inside there.
casting a bigger shadow.
Starry Boys have been there for the longest time.
Yeah.
Now there are others, these Germans.
Who's joined the chat?
It's okay if they have a good engine. We also have a good one for 2027. That's nice.
Hey, bro. Hey, on point. Good. Hey, on point, man.
I'm a Sebastian Vettel fan.
Okay. Who else?
Audi are being touted as it's either hit or miss.
Audi, they have closed the chapter. They are moving on.
Now listen.
Tushamaliza. Audi have finished making the 2026 engine. Then they have moved on to the 2020.
So that's the point. They are so good. Yeah, 2026 to Shamaliza.
Yeah. Wait. What's going on?
Like Audi they said that they are done with 26. They are focusing on 27
we are
and
done.
28.
We are focusing on 27 and 28, and guys are now shook. That's what I'm telling you. The war of Kuziano Woga.
When did they say this?
Hey.
Because I know recently they launched their livery for next year.
Yeah.
During that event.
They are
this
ready.
is a week.
Oh my God.
Thing.
Them they are ready.
We are looking at 2027 championship.
What have they cooked?
If you want the 2026 in Abu Dhabi, kuja nayo.
Vitisho.
I tell you, the war of selling. This is. Do I call it even a cold war? What do I call it? It's. Bro.
But they were asked.
These Germans.
They were asked like what, the rationale behind it, and they said that you see, for when you're developing the engine, first of all, there are a lot of unknowns. There's a chance you might start going this way, thinking like you are like developing it, and then somebody like Red Bull come with a very like
this is
a direction which you need to go like 180 degrees backward.
This is like,
and now you need to abandon what you have. You start because at the end of the day, when you see things happen, teams come like in the previous one. There was purposing nini. You scratch your nini, then you start. This is the one that works. Then you start follow it.
So it was flexi wing.
Why like? See, we just wait to be shown the direction.
I'm telling you,
and then you perfect it. But for now,
this is a PR play.
We are done with this.
It's like let me give it context. I'm sorry for using. Wait, let me give it context.
Like expecting to win.
Okay, that's expected.
Okay.
I mean, with the team they're overtaking.
But did they say it from a perspective that they are confident in what they've built?
No. They just it met the required targets. They set the targets like let's make it with these targets. When those targets are met, said now we are good. We move on to the nini.
I'm telling you, this thing.
Interesting.
Listen, you guys, Muziwe Woga. This is like when people are like this. You remember when only the US had the nuclear powers, and then other people were experimenting with it, and they were like, no, our nuclear plants are for free energy, and then kidogo, we have bombs too. This is what is happening here. Guys, no, we just, hey, look, the engine met the criteria, the threshold, we also have a nuclear car here. Mnaingia race season 1. You remember Aston Martin? Which season was it? Aston Martin walikuwa fighting for podiums, fighting for wins, and I was like,
23.
What's happening? Na sahi they are nowhere to be seen. Alonso is retiring the car without any damages. I'm tired of racing. But yeah, but they're not the only ones who have engine stories. Your favorite teams are also in the picture.
Yep.
Ford powertrains, what Max is feeling very confident about the power units, the engines. And I'm like, okay.
We got alien technology, man. I told you. Next year.
Element 115.
Yeah, iko.
But yeah, 2026 is really one to look out for, because especially with the new systems coming into play, the MAMs.
The wild card.
The wild card.
Is the Aston Martin. Because there's Newey.
Ooh,
undeniably, I'm sure Aero, he'll nail it. And considering that the Aero is now changing. Yeah.
It's a big part, because that car holds in it, what? In Active Aero. They're even calling it Active Aero.
The front wing. So the front wing.
They rest both front wing and back wing.
Yeah. So the back wing will have 3 movable parts, and the front wing 2 movable parts.
Yeah.
And you have the X mode and the Z mode. So the Z mode is low drag. So ukiwa kwa straight, you're on the Z mode. X mode ni the other one.
Yeah.
When you're in other places, which hazijadefiniwa.
So basically, X the flaps zitakaa hivi, then the airflow itapita through. Then Z mode hizo flaps zitakaa hizo.
How they look like hapo sasa
CJ? But
CJ?
X is basically like X. So the car It's just going through.
And you can use those modes anytime you want.
Hakutakuwa na DRS zone.
But there will be zones for the Z mode.
Yeah, okay, the drag mode.
Yeah. Okay. So hapo ndio unaweza tumia the Z mode. Other places utabidi utumie the X mode.
And remember, big one, cars are kind of smaller, kind of compact, but people also bashing it because big engine, small cars, what you guys doing? But let's see what they're cooking, because the smaller cars, unaona car, the situation between Antonelli and Piastri, maybe it could have been avoided if the cars were a tiny bit smaller.
and more agile.
Do you think we'll even tell the difference by like?
I actually feel we'll tell the difference. This feels like a leap forward. Like it's
the
a
tires.
bigger
I think we'll tell the difference when you in the tire size, but in terms of the size of the car, I don't think we'll tell.
I think
There'll be
because the tires also have the variable,
because also tires are smaller.
Yeah, variable. Yeah. They're not like symmetrical; they're asymmetrical. And, but I think we'll tell a difference. Definitely tell it. I think the difference will be huge, bigger than larger than you see 21 to 22.
Unless it's side by side.
I feel 25 26. The gap, the difference will be larger than 21 22.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just hoping those cars will be more agile, man. I'm tired of seeing cars
like where in Monaco.
They're so lazy.
Like in Monaco.
Almost all drivers have been complaining.
Back to the mid 2000 cars. Hizo ndio zilikuanga. I think that was the peak of F1.
Like, what the hell
design.
is going on?
I think not design in terms of aesthetics, but in terms of also performance. I didn't drive it. The best I've driven on simulation na vitu kaa hizo. But I feel hizo gari zilikuwa just the perfect size. Everything was just perfect.
They had unlimited testing. And somebody said by the Ferrari haven't won since they introduced limited testing.
Yeah.
You Fiorano hapo, you guys. Because I heard that if McLaren wanted to do like a test, they had to like book in Silverstone. Yes, do this day. Oh, this day has been booked
then
by so and so.
You want sasa Ferrari to move from Fiorano waende sijui somewhere huko Yorkshire, huko sijui somewhere huko in Great Britain. Nah.
All in all, that limited test time has really affected you guys.
Maybe, could be. And now people are blaming Sasa John. What is John supposed to do about it? But you see, if you have people like Christian now in the team, they'll push for, we need more test times. That's why I'm rooting for these guys. Anyway, also, quick one. So this is a heads up. F1 Academy, the women's side of the sport, where, F1, where women are actually involved. Apparently, all 10 teams have renewed their driver contracts. So all 10 teams are, tunaendelea na the same drivers. That's good to see. Supporting women in sports. So applause to that.
It's paradise.
Okay. Una venye mmenyamazi hiyo story. You don't have any add-on. Aya, tuendelee. Aya, let's close the show off. Driver team Melon of the Brazil GP.
You know driver, of course.
Okay, that's a given. So Max, driver team and Melon across the table.
Yeah, Max.
Yeah. So for the Melon, I know
Team
of the day.
Team of the day.
Yeah, Red Bull Pado.
Okay. Wait, do I have it? Yeah, I have no one. Okay, Red Bull.
I won't give Red Bull. Because year in, year out, ever since we started having these sprints, they never get their shit in order after free practice one. So they use sprint qualifying and the sprint race as extended practice. And it's costing us points, man.
I know, but they're saying they have issues. This is a correlation, Nini. You see, for the reason why Max was able to do well is because they set a car for the race. No need to find a balance between setting a car for quali and race. So ilikuwa pure racing, like for combat, as Nani would say.
But I thought
as Mr. Sunny Hayes would say.
The philosophy has always been set the car for the race, but compromise for qualifying.
Now you need
a racing policy.
I think that has always been
and I agree with it. The thing is, like, now during practices when you are trying to figure out how to do it, you are figuring it out when now, like, guys, this thing we need to lock it now. Like, and you are like, okay, we need a bit more time, like maybe practice or whatever, but it doesn't come.
But for how long, man? Because next year we have a new PU. So it's not just aerodynamics and the
that's where the
bit.
correlation comes.
There's also the PU. And we are going up against people who've been building these things for 10 plus years. Come on, Red Bull, man. We need to do better.
Yeah, I know. But for how the season has turned out, like I think we have like really performed well. The car was really bad. Yeah, the car was really bad. Yeah. Like where we have come from.
Because imagine if they got that setup on point on Friday. The deficit to Lando wouldn't have been 49 points.
Yeah. You've had a U-curve of a season.
Yeah.
You started Uko, then you're now finding your way back.
The hope is just like if you go into this Las Vegas weekend, they figure it out early. Yeah. So that at least you qualify P1, P2, and we figure out how to win from there.
Hey, last year was bonkers, man. Remember they even had to chop off the wing. Monza style.
Oh, hey.
Come on, Red Bull, man.
Anyway, so your team of the day?
I have no team.
Okay. Melon. Kimi Antonelli, mine.
The guy was on the podium.
I'll use Kimi.
Okay.
Your Melon of the day?
Yuki.
I forgot he exists.
Yeah, even me.
I forgot he exists. I won't even lie. Okay. I've got nothing to say about
Do you think he should have done better? Am I repeated too many times?
I think he was struggling with the car that race. Even Max, that entire race weekend, apart from the race on Sunday. But come on, the year is about to end. We are not seeing any consistency from Yuki. He
doesn't have a case.
In danger.
He doesn't have a case to present to Red Bull.
Yeah, it's a bit embarrassing when you look at the leaderboard
and how they fought for him.
You see Max, you see Yuki.
Are you not going to factor in how they fought for him, how the public fought for him to get that second seat?
I also fought for him.
Me too. Hey, but as Max says, whatever he does, nobody else can do. He's yet to be proven wrong.
Tutuona 2026. We will see next year when... is his seat in danger? Because I've been hearing...
Yeah, it is, yeah. It is.
The Sijui, he's fighting for that seat with Wendo.
For the Red Bull seat?
The second seat.
No, it's the Red Bull seat is gone. That's Hajjaz's seat now. Now he's fighting for the remaining Racing Bulls with Lawson.
That's where the battle is.
Yeah.
Psychologically, a helmet Marco, they've decided 2026, Hajjaz is getting promoted.
Going back home.
For Yuki now. Yuki is going back home.
But it's okay. For me, I'm okay with that system because Ababu, like, it's like Mimi were telling me. There's the one that has to stick.
Yeah, that one has to stick.
One has to stick. One has to prove himself.
Anyway, well, that's been it. Mega episode. I think this is the last episode until after the triple header. Because
we are heading to a triple header.
Yeah, we're heading to a triple header. This has to be so the next episode you're getting from the Pitbull in December. But you'll be getting the K1, the F1 at K1 Clubhouse episodes, the watch-alongs, and please come. Now, people are wondering, are we doing the Vegas watch-along? Of course, we are doing the Vegas watch-along. What do you mean it's 7 a.m.? Tutaamuka 5, tutafika hapo by 7. Tutawatch.
And there are some people who won't be sleeping from Saturday.
Yeah, tutapiga luta, then kuna nyawa luta. No, me will wake up because,
Instead of going home, they...
Yeah. So welcome. Come. If you're skeptical about the morning races, just watch our previous videos. Go to
Australia
the F1,
and Japan.
F1 at K1 Clubhouse playlist on our YouTube channel. Check the videos, the morning races early in the year, and check how the vibe was. Come, enjoy, spend some time with us. Of course, some complimentary breakfast for you, courtesy of the club, because they care about your well-being. You have sacrificed. Na kama ukimaliza hapo, you want to open your account in other things, you can. If you want to leave, you can. If you want to stay and enjoy the whole K1 experience, you can also do that. That's been it. Any other add-on? Subscribe. Cheki. I know we don't say it enough, but subscribe. If you subscribe, you like the content. Somebody else who the algorithm and understand you like the same things, it will be referred to them. So we're trying to push the word out. And also, the Pitbull Discussions is a platform for everybody to speak. So if you feel like you need a group to express yourself for Melon activities, reach out to us on any of our social platforms. We'll send you the link. Enjoy the rest of the triple header. Catch you after the champion has been crowned in Qatar.
What?
I've called it.
Could be in Vegas.
Lando in Qatar.
Hey, no. It's going down to the wire.
Lando in Qatar.
Derby.
Lando in Qatar.
Najua ESPN wanakuanga na Lakers in 5 sijui nini in 5 nini yako ni in Qatar.
Lando in Qatar.
Lando in Qatar.
The McLarens are going to suffer in Qatar.
Let's see. Hey, Max for the 5th is still on the card, so don't rule that out. Yeah. Don't rule that out. As for Ferrari fans, take heart. Next season, that's I am telling you. Take it from me. Like, see, earlier this season, I told them this is a Lando thing. And you see how Lando is performing. I'm telling you guys, next season, you guys ain't ready. Don't check you. See, you go kenye Mercedes. Engine this. Don't fear what the Audi guys are saying. Hey, next season, wait.